Now, Loo Afrique, Yunus social business and Reckitt have come together to provide early childhood development centers in Soweto access to sanitation and hygiene provisions. The three entities will supply, among others, mobile toilets designed to save water. For more on this conversation, we're now joined by Loo Afrique CEO Rori Mpete. Rori, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Now, Rori, 19% of rural South Africa lacks access to reliable water and 33% don't have basic sanitation. Where are we going wrong as a country?
Evening, Katlego, and evening to the viewers. I think in essence, when we started the project with Yunus and Reckitt, we made a discovery that a lot of these issues actually stem from the apartheid regime in terms of special planning and housing, where, for example, a place like Soweto, how it was designed, the houses were designed to have one toilet that was shared in a four-room house. And as the place grows, you find that maybe there's an additional 2 extra rooms within the yard. Once you do that, you no longer have space to expand sanitation-wise. You no longer have space to expand hygiene-wise. And with people entrenching in local development and local businesses, you find that those extra rooms now are being used for businesses. In this particular case, early child development centers, where space is an issue. You have a business, you have kids that need the ECD center. However, they don't have space for hygiene, they don't have space for sanitation. And this is where I guess us as Loo Afrique come in with the innovative element to say that if we have these generational issues that stem from 30, 40 years ago, how do we continue going ahead with what we have?
Speaking of that innovation by Loo Afrique, I mean, apparently there's a funny backstory to this invention, which I'd love to hear. But most importantly, what is the invention about and what does it aim to target?
Well, the solution actually comes from me and watching a diary with my friend at my grandmother's place, where the basin was broken and we couldn't wash our hands after using the toilet. But I just knew that the toilet flushes with fresh water and we can wash our hands inside the system. And we did that for the whole day. And it was at that point during day zero, around 2015, 2016, where we discovered to say that, wow, if actually South Africa can do this every day, it means we can save a lot of liters per day, per person, per household. And that's where Loo Afrique stemmed. We simply said that let us change the narrative of how people view a toilet and toilet water. Actually, a toilet uses fresh water. So before it goes to waste, how can we make use of it in that sense? And we designed 2 products in this case. One was the V system, which is a toilet that comes fitted with a hand wash basin on top. And the second product is the P basin, that is a urinal unit fitted with a hand wash basin on top. So in a nutshell, we've given the user an option to have a 3-in-1 toilet where you would sit down, do your number 2 or number 1, flush, and wash your hands all in one sequence on the same bathroom.
Wow.
Toilet unit.
I was worried there for a moment. I thought you were going to say you washed your hands in the toilet itself in the bowl, but thank goodness it was just in the cistern. So where would one typically find these products? Can I just install it in my business, in my home? Does it work anywhere and everywhere?
100%. So the solution has been under research and development for the past 5 years with the support of the Water Research Commission under WADA and the SASTEP program, and equally supported by the Innovation Hub, jointly as a mother group of the DSI supporting us to push this innovation to commercial phase. We've recently commercialized and the units are available for purchase. We are available on all social networks at Loo Afrique. We are equally working on establishing an entity in Soweto where people can access the units directly for purchase if they want.
And what were some of the challenges that you came across during the development and the research of the product and really seeing it through to a point where you're able now to commercialize it?
What we pick up in this space is that we are a grassroots innovation company, and one thing we realize when we say grassroots is that these are people that didn't have companies before and they had an idea on paper. So the DSI intentionally designed programs with the Water Research Commission and the Innovation Hub to propel guys like us who have an idea on paper and want to make it a product. So the backing in that sense helped us a lot, because had that idea stayed at my grandmother's place that day, we wouldn't have what we have today. The challenges that we faced was that we have a big sanitation problem in South Africa. When the president announced the SAFE program a couple of years ago to eradicate bucket systems in schools, we thought that was the level to pay attention to. We did a study recently that showed that currently we hold a database of 400 crèches in Gauteng that are still using the bucket system, and it's just appalling to think that we are in Gauteng. This is not a village place or rural area, and we still have entities that use a bucket system, and we are in the forefront with technology to show that we can eradicate these issues before they become another hazard or, heaven forbid, another child accident in this case.
Of course. Speaking of those ECD centers, you have now, together with your partners, donated some of these products to some ECD centers. Talk to us about that pilot project and how you're going to be expanding that over a number of years.
Correct. So the project that we are doing was actually, it's a study that we're working on to try to maximize the benefits of the product. Our solution, as compared to a normal system, flushes with 3 liters. Already you're saving on 3 liters compared to a 6 liter flushing system that you find in schools and households. Our system comes with a hand wash basin on top, allowing the user to improve on hygiene with every flush. And in that sense, when we saw the opportunity to implement our solutions in ECDs, it was aligned and linked to the Reckitt program that is trying to educate and build a new society that is hand wash driven, that is hygiene focused, where kids will learn how to wash hands. And we saw that why not implement a solution or technology where they will grow with it. When they leave the ECDs, they will find the same unit in the schools, and that is the plan that we aim to do. So the program identified two schools or 2 ECDs, one in Shawela, Jehovah Shammah Crèche, and Oratile Daycare Center in Deep Kloof, where we found that these units, these crèches didn't have sanitation, didn't have hygiene or proper measures in place.
Right.
And we installed our solutions that today it's catering and serving 90 kids in totality that are exposed to a toilet, that are exposed to hand washing with every flush. And there's a solution that brings smiles to our face and especially smiles to the kids.
Right. Thank you so much for that invention, Rori. And I think it's not only going to benefit those children in those ECD centers in Soweto, but hopefully the country at large. Thank you for joining us this evening. That was Loo Afrique CEO Rori Mpete speaking to us there about their new innovations.